Do you see this chocolate cake? This is not any old chocolate cake. This is a vegan chocolate cake. Do you want to learn how to make this epicness? Yes? Well, you've come to the right place. You will need vegan margarine for grease, 300 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon bicarbonate of soda, half a teaspoon salt, 300 grams of granulated sugar, 375 milliliters of soya milk, 125 milliliters of oil. I used sunflower oil, 7 tablespoons seedless raspberry jam. However, I used seed-full jam because, I didn't have any seedless, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And now reading the instructions, I realize that I completely forgot to put that in. I hope it doesn't taste like poo. Preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius / gas mark 4, but I don't know what that means. Just ignore that. With the vegan margarine, grease any cake tins you may find around your house. I suggest 2 so that you can put the filling in the cake, but do what you please. Sift the flour into the bowl, sift the cocoa powder into the bowl, and sift the baking powder and bicarbonate of soda into the bowl. Finally, stir in the salt and the sugar. Don't eat it yet. Stirring, 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 stirring. Pour the soy milk into a medium saucepan and add the oil, raspberry jam, and vanilla extract if you remember to put that in, lol. Place over medium heat and whisk it. Whiskey whisk, whisk whisk whisk, lol the fandom hate me, yeah! Upon being thoroughly whisked, pour the saucepan contents into the dry ingredients and mix thoroughly. Mixy mix, thoroughly, thoroughly, mixy mix, mix, thoroughly, thoroughly, mixy mix, mix, thoroughly, thoroughly, yeah! Transfer equal amounts of the cake mix into the 2 tins, or do as I did and transfer it into a jug because I couldn't lift the bowl with one hand holding the camera at the same time because that's impossible unless you're the Hulk. Okay. And put the things in the oven for about 45 minutes-ish. Yeah, 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, take the cake tins out of the oven and admire their beauty. Aren't they beautiful? Really beautiful. Then sever the head. I'm joking. Just make one of them flat so that you can easily put the filling in it, because that's going to be the bottom layer, yay. For the icing, I never follow the ingredients because I don't know why it just never works, probably because I'm doing something wrong, but I started with the ingredients and then I just added more. So I'm going to tell you the ingredients anyway. 40 milliliters of soya milk, 85 grams of vegan dark chocolate, 60 grams of icing sugar, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, but I used golden syrup because I didn't have any maple syrup. Also, I didn't put it in a teaspoon because it would go everywhere, and I'm not cleaning that up. For the icing, you have to heat the soya milk in a small saucepan, except I'd already used a small saucepan and I wasn't washing it up, so I used the big saucepan, until it's boiling. Then stir in the chocolate until melted, so another stirring montage. Stir, 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 stir. Yeah. Remove from the heat and whisk in the icing sugar and maple syrup. Whisk, 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 whisk. At this point, I always taste it and I'm like, ugh, tastes disgusting, because it's not sweet enough. So I add a lot more icing sugar. Lol. Yeah. Plus it needs to be thicker to go on a cake properly, right? So you just add lots of icing sugar. Keep stirring it. Just keep checking that it tastes okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Yeah. Now, to put the icing on the cake, it's pretty simple. You just slather it on. It doesn't need to look nice. I mean, you're going to eat it anyway. Take the bit that you didn't... Take the half of the cake where you didn't chop the head off and literally just drown it in icing. Because, I mean, as long as the icing tastes good, right? Then take the second half of the cake and use the tiny little bit of jam you have left. Proceed to run out. So you go get some more, which is annoying. And then just make a mess of everything, right? Then the really graceful part comes. I was trying to film it lastly, but it's hard to do with one hand. So I just put the camera down and made a mess of the entire kitchen. Hopefully don't do that. Then I tried to be arty and just use a spatula-y thing to make it all flatter. But it didn't really work. I mean, it's chocolate. Nobody's going to complain at how it looks if it tastes okay, right? So enjoy. I mean, it tastes good and it's vegan. You can't go wrong, literally. You literally can't go wrong. Enjoy. Auf Wiedersehen.